Hi students, in this video let us discuss the nucleophilic substitution reactions which depends on the nucleophilicity. Okay, so first of all the charged nucleophiles are more reactive. Okay, so nucleophiles are the two types, neutral nucleophiles and charged nucleophiles. So than the neutral nucleophiles, charged nucleophiles are more reactive. That means here higher the electron density, this one is a more reactive nucleophile. The reactivity of the nucleophile is called as a nucleophilicity. Okay, the tendency of the nucleophile to attack on the electrophilic carbon is called as a nucleophilicity. Okay, so here this hydroxide is more nucleophilic than the neutral nucleophile, that is water, and SH nucleophile is more reactive than the H2S nucleophile, or the CH3O minus nucleophile more reactive than the neutral nucleophile, that is methyl alcohol. And next, acetate ion CH3C double bond O minus is more nucleophilic than the CH3C double bond OH. Now here, even the charged nucleophile, that is acetate ion, is more nucleophilic than the neutral one, water or methyl alcohol. Okay, because in this case, of course, it is a more resonance stabilized, but it is a charged nucleophile. Because of the more electron density, it is a highly reactive nucleophile. Okay, so here the charged nucleophiles are more reactive nucleophiles. Okay, that's it. So based on this point, we can proceed. Now, this is the one reaction. You see this one. It is a OH and this is a OH. This is the phenolic OH group. This is the alcoholic OH group. So now here, this one on reaction with potassium carbonate. This one on reaction with potassium carbonate. So generally we know that the phenols do not react with sodium bicarbonate or potassium bicarbonate. No reaction with potassium bicarbonate. So generally here you know that this carboxylic acid can react with potassium bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate, because this is a more acidic compound, carboxylic acid. Okay, so here in this case RC double bond O minus K plus, and this one HCO3 minus acts up the H plus, so that becomes a H2CO3. Nothing but here there is a evolution of the carbon dioxide gas. Now here in this case, because carboxylic acid is more acidic than the phenol, that's why here this carboxylic acid can decompose to potassium bicarbonate. So generally here this HCO3 minus is a conjugate base of H2CO3. Okay, HCO3 minus is the conjugate base of the H2CO3. So generally carbonic acid is a stronger acid than the phenol. So now here in this case the conjugate base is a weaker base. The conjugate base is a weaker base. So this weaker base cannot remove the H plus from the weaker acid. Okay, this phenol is a weaker acid than the carboxylic acid, and here the HCO3 minus is the conjugate base of the H2CO3. Here this HCO3 minus is a weak conjugate base. Okay, weaker conjugate base. And here phenol is a less acidic than the carbonic acid. That means that carbonic acid is somewhat more acidic than the phenol. So conjugate base is a very weaker base. So this weak base cannot react with a weaker acid even than the carbonic acid. Okay, but here in this case, this is the CO3 minus 2. CO3 minus is the conjugate base of HCO3 minus. Okay, here HCO3 minus is a very weaker, because it is actually H2CO3 is a diprotic acid. H2CO3 is a diprotic acid. So here in this case, first proton is an active proton. That means here this one is a higher Ka value. For the second proton, very lower Ka value. So it is the most active proton. Next proton is a very less acidic proton. So that's why here SCO3 minus is a very weaker acid. That's why its conjugate base is a strong base. Okay, CO3 minus is a strong base. So this CO3 minus is a strong base, can react with the weaker acid phenol. So that's why here this potassium carbonate, the CO3 minus 2 can remove the H plus. Can remove the H plus. So becomes a O minus, this is OH. Okay. Now here this one on reaction with methyl iodide. on reaction with methyl iodide. So generally, of course, here for this lone pair of electrons there is no resonance. For this negative charge there is a resonance. Still, due to its higher electron density, due to it is a charged nucleophile, that O minus attacks on this methyl carbon. So that's why here the final product is OCH3 and CH2OH. Okay, the previous JEE main question. That's it. So first here acid-base reaction, so that can produce the charged nucleophile. The charged nucleophile attacks on the methyl iodide because charged nucleophiles are more reactive. Okay, that's it. Yeah, you see this one again here, this compound on reaction with acetyl chloride. Of course, here acetyl chloride can be involved in a nucleophilic substitution reaction. That nucleophilic substitution is different from the aliphatic nucleophilic substitution. Okay, it is a acyl nucleophilic substitution. We know that acid derivatives are involved in a acyl nucleophilic substitution reaction. Okay, that means here substitution on the acyl carbon. For suppose the Cl minus is replaced by the another nucleophile, that is the acyl nucleophilic substitution. Okay, especially this substitution on the acyl carbon, that is nothing but sp2 carbon. So general nucleophilic substitution on the sp3 carbon, those are the aliphatic nucleophilic substitution reaction, SN1 and SN2. Okay, so now here in this case, this is the OH, this is the OH. So here this nucleophilic OH group attacks on this alkophilic carbon. The partial negative charge, this one partial positive charge. Now here between these two, which is the more nucleophilic? Both are the neutral actually. So here in this case, this lone pair of electrons are involved in the resonance actually. Okay, so it is a less nucleophilic. The availability of the electron density is very less to attack on this carbon. So but here lone pair of electrons are localized, no conjugation with the benzene ring. That's why this oxygen attacks on this carbon. Okay, so as a result, your OH, this one, oxygen, CO minus, CH3 and Cl. Okay, of course here this one carries a positive charge. Next here from this one, reformation of pi bond, removal of the Cl minus, this Cl minus and H plus, of course here HCl, then the product is OH and O C double bond O CH3. Of course ester is a product, it is nothing but esterification we can say. Okay, of course this HCl acid is removed by the base pyridine. Okay, that's it. Now for suppose your OH and this is the NH2. Okay, now again this one on the reaction is one equivalent of the acid halide in the presence of pyridine. Okay, or we can take acetic anhydride also. This acetic anhydride also acylating agent. There in this case hydrogen replaced by this acyl group. That's why it is known as a acylation reaction. Now here in this case it is a neutral, But here oxygen and nitrogen, which is a strong nucleophile. So because of the less electronegativity, this nitrogen acting as a good nucleophile. So it is a good electron donor. It has a high tendency to donate because of the less electron density. So here this nitrogen attacks on this carbon. So as a result, your OH, this one NH, your hydrogen, this one plus charge, your CO minus, your Cl and CH3, this one. Okay. Now next here, reformation of pi bond, leaving of Cl minus, and from this one H plus. So there is a loss of HCl, that HCl is removed by the pyridine, of course. So as a result, that hydrogen on the NH2 group is replaced by the CO. It is an N acylation in this case, no O oxygen acylation. There is nothing but paracetamol. Okay, it's nothing but paracetamol. It is a para-hydroxy. Okay, para-hydroxy acetonylide. Para-hydroxy acetonylide. Okay, and commonly it is called as a paracetamol. Now here in this case, what is the IUPAC name of this paracetamol? Okay, so here 1, 2, that means ethanamide. It is a ethanamide. Now here on the nitrogen there is a 4-hydroxyphenyl. So N 4-hydroxy phenyl. Okay, N4-hydroxyphenyl ethanamide. That is the exact IUPAC name of the paracetamol. Okay, that's it. Now here, so another one. Let's see. Yeah. In this case, C double bond OH carboxylic acid, and this is OH. Now on reaction sodium bicarbonate, here just I am taking one equivalent. So carboxylic acid can react with sodium bicarbonate. So as a result, here C double bond O minus, this is the OH. Between these two, it is a more nucleophilic. Then this one on reaction with the methyl iodide, so this oxygen attacks on this carbon. Okay, because more nucleophilic charged one. So as a result, we'll get the ester molecule. Okay, OH. That's it. Yeah. Let us discuss one ILJ advanced previous question. This is. It is also based on the acid-base reactions and nucleophilicity. Okay. So here in this case, first of all, the sodium amide is a strong base. So here this hydrogen which is attached to the sp carbon is acidic in nature. The hydrogen which is attached to the oxygen is acidic in nature. So that base remove this H plus ion, or this base remove the H plus ion. But here between these two hydrogens, this oxygen is more acidic. Alcohols are more acidic than the esterine. Okay. So that's why here this NH2 minus remove the H plus. Okay. This NH2 minus remove the H plus. That means here O minus, here this one. Okay. So here between these two, here O minus is a more nucleophilic. So this O minus attacks on this one. So as a result, we'll get the either. Okay, that is the product. Now here in this case, when react with the two equivalents of the base, this H plus can be removed, this H plus can be removed. So O minus, so here I am writing here, C triple bond C minus. Now methyl iodide is only one nucleophile, but this is a yambidic nucleophile. This one has a two nucleophilic sides, two donor atoms are there, C minus and O minus. Between C minus and O minus, which is a good nucleophile now. Here the C minus is a more nucleophile because the sp carbon, the carbon is a less alkylated than the O minus. Okay. So as a result here, this one has a higher tendency to donate the electron. Okay. So because of the oxygen more electron density, that's holding electron density very tight. So that has a less tendency to donate the electrons. That means to attack on the electrophilic carbon. So here in this case, this carbon, sp carbon attacks on this one. So here O minus, C triple bond, CH3, and then followed by acid worker. As a result, C triple bond, CH3. That is the product. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel.